Hi, I'm Belinda O'Keefe, and I'm going to read my book, The Day the Plants Fought Back, illustrated by Hoit. Two boisterous boys who made lots of noise found it dreadfully hard to be good, always charging and barging, fighting and biting, and not acting quite as they should. Patrick and Wayne drove their parents insane, but they could be good if they tried. Still, they'd roar and they'd claw, they'd scoot and they'd shoot, until someone eventually cried. One wild day in the middle of May saw the end of these troublesome years, for something mysterious and rather hilarious brought both of these rascals to tears. They were banished outdoors after coating the floors with rice bubbles, yogurt and jellies. Fudge pudding supreme was added with cream, then they slid through the mess on their bellies. Left out in the rain, Patrick asked Wayne, "Are there eyes in the back of Mum's head? Do they poke through her hair when trouble is near? Are they squashed when she lies down in bed?" As the pouring rain eased, the boys were so pleased. They ran riot without Mum's permission. They climbed up the birch after a search for a sackful of veg ammunition. They had carrots and beans and all sorts of greens, which they'd ripped from the garden with joy. 'Twas a frenzied attack to fill up their sack with cabbages, corn and bok choy. From high up the tree they giggled with glee as the veggies were used as grenades. Then, in need of some more to fire next door, they climbed down for golf balls and spades. "Bombs away!" Wayne cried as a golf ball was fired, destroying Mum's prize-winning daisy. "Slay the plants!" they hooted as more were uprooted. These boys had gone utterly crazy. Then, "I beg your pardon," came a voice from the garden. They both peered down in surprise. They looked left, they looked right, not a person in sight. "You boys have been very unwise." It was then that they saw near the old greenhouse door a scene that would make their blood freeze. For there on the lawn stood an army of corn, husks blowing about in the breeze. "We have heirs, don't you know?" one called from below, as the corn cob slowly crept closer. "You should be ashamed, for you've mauled and maimed what will now have to come from the grocer." "Let's get inside, or find somewhere to hide," whispered Wayne as he shivered and shook. Was this horrible scene just a terrible dream, like something you'd read in a book? Upon their dismount they tried not to count the furious faces of corn. From the foot of the tree the boys could now see an escape route beyond the back lawn. The two little vandals kicked off their jandals and sprinted like never before, but in their hysteria tripped on the wisteria, which was blocking their way to the door. It was far too late to make for the gate when they saw this plant too was alive. It was creeping and climbing, around their legs twining as they tried to escape down the drive. The tendrils were long and frightfully strong. The boys could not move an inch. They twisted and turned, wriggled and squirmed, and now it was starting to pinch. A wild face appeared with a green leafy beard as the vine creature started to roar. "This garden you've smashed, destroyed, wrecked and trashed. Now we hereby declare war." With much jerking and jiggling, writhing and wriggling, the spade was at last within reach. Patrick clobbered and smacked, walloped and whacked, till the vine let out a great screech. As the plant lost its grip, they were able to slip and break free from its willowy arms. As quick as a flash, they made a mad dash before it could do them more harm. "Help, Mum!" they cried. "We can't get inside!" But Mum didn't answer their shrieks. The back door was locked and the garden path blocked by a mean gang of fleshy white leeks. There was nowhere to run. This was not at all fun when a shrub yelled, Don't worry, we've got 'em. It started to shoot its ripe crimson fruit. The target was poor Patrick's bottom. "We're sorry," yelled Wayne. "We won't do it again." The boys knew they were defeated. "Please, tell us now, can we fix this somehow?" Then the plant life slowly retreated. All that remained was a cabbage they'd maimed, 2 onions, 4 parsnips, a swede, a long green cucumber roused from its slumber. It was a bizarre sight indeed. "To show your respect, you both must protect this garden throughout every season," Judge Cabbage went on. "But if you do wrong, we'll continue tormenting and teasing." From that moment on, the boys did no wrong. They raked and they watered and hoed. They planted new seeds and pulled out the weeds and kept the lawn beautifully mowed. So if you go out, don't holler and shout, for you might get a nasty surprise. Let the plants be, or get ready to flee. Just remember, potatoes have eyes. Hope you enjoyed it.